Hey everyone, and welcome to the fourth day of our epic China trip. Today we're going to be visiting the Mutianyu section of the Great Wall of China. But first, we've got to get some breakfast. So to get to the Great Wall today, we're using a company called Mubus. Basically a coach that's going to take us there in a bit more comfort than just getting a standard coach. The cost is 200 RMB for myself and 150 RMB for Matthew and Holly each. The meeting point is at Dongzhimen Station. I know I pronounced that completely wrong. To get there, we're going to take the subway and it should take about 20 minutes. So when we got on at Gulu Daji, we went in the wrong direction. We've ended up just Shutian. So we've just got out now and we're going to change to a clockwise direction, go all the way to Dongzhimen. We just had about another 5 minutes to our trip, so it shouldn't be an issue. So we've made it to Dongzhimen Station. We now want to find exit B1, and that's where we're going to meet our bus driver. We're just checking with our guide. He's behind there checking some other guests in. I think the bus is going to leave in about 5 minutes. All we have to do is give our name. He's got a record of us. He's going to just check us off his list. He said it's going to be a busy bus today.
Let's walk a little bit, okay? So follow me this way, please. First, on behalf of my company, Beijing Walmart Travel, I would like to extend my warm welcome to all my dear friends. So, dear friends, good morning. First, welcome to China, welcome to Beijing, welcome to today our Mubus group. Yes, you know, like 30 minutes ago, we are a stranger. We don't know each other, but now we're in the same bus, in the same group, with the same purpose: to climbing the Great Wall of China. So, friends, before the tour, please let me use a few seconds to introduce myself. So, my name is Leo. Leo, Leo. This is my English name. And my Chinese name is Liu Wei. Liu is my family name. In China, we put our family name in front. So you can call me Leo. Also, you can call me Liu. Also, okay, they are quite similar, but even like that, I think Leo for you is more easier, right? So today, I will lead you to the Great Wall of China. But friends, do you know which part of the Great Wall we are going through today? The names of the Great Wall? No idea?
Mutianyu.
Well, Mutianyu section. That is the person we are going for today. As for how to get to the Mutianyu section, so let's have a look at the map. Yeah, so there are different choices. So I show you which is the best way that you can choose yourself. Okay, so what is the best way? So later when we arrive there, first we are going to the south entrance, which is under the green color. Yeah. So totally, how long time that cost? It took about 4 hours. Yeah. So do we have enough time? Yes, of course. We have at least 5 hours over there. Later, I will help you for booking the ticket. Okay, so later when your places, just tell me your numbers. Okay, now you may think about which ticket you want. Yeah, and then for the ticket for us, yeah, today for us, all of us, our shuttle bus and green entrance, this is included already.
So the guide has just come around and explained all the different options we can do to go and visit the Mutianyu section of the Great Wall. He's given us this information card and explained we can either go up the south route or the north route. The south route is the cableway, so it's like a chairlift, and then you come back down on the toboggan. And the north way is a cable car, both up and down. We're thinking that we're going to do both sections actually, because originally I wanted to go up on the cable car, go to the number 20 watchtower, which is right at the very top, and that's the highest point of the Great Wall in this section. And then I wanted to walk all the way back to where the toboggan is on the south side, and we all come down on the toboggan, but it looks like that might take just a bit too much time, so we're going to do it in 2 separate sections. They also explain to us how much of those sections cost. So again, on this information card, each way up or down is 140 RMB. So if we want to go on the cable car up and down, that's 140 RMB. And if we want to go on the cableway and come back on the toboggan, that's 140 RMB. Again, I should have mentioned earlier as well, to get from the car park in Mutianyu section to where the Great Wall actually starts, you need to take a shuttle bus. So if you come on your own, you'd have to pay for that shuttle bus, but because we're part of this tour, that shuttle bus is included in the cost. The total travel time from Beijing to the Mutianyu section of the Great Wall is roughly about an hour and a half. So we set off from Beijing just after 8 o'clock, which means we should be arriving just after 9:30 in the morning. To accompany this video, I've also created a PDF information guide for our travels here in China. If you're interested, just click on the link down below in the description. So our guide Leo has just come around and asked us what we wanted to do. So we have decided to do the south side and the north side. So we're going to go up on the cableway, come down on the toboggan, then go across to the north side and go up and down on the cable car. We've also decided to have the included lunch, which was really cheap. It was just 50 RMB for myself as an adult and 25 for Matthew and Holly each. So that's pretty good bargain. So that's only £5 for me and £2.50 for Matthew and Holly. So that's why I decided to do it. There is a selection of restaurants at the base of the Great Wall, including things like Burger King, surprisingly. And we've also decided to do the memory maker, which is just, we take the photo and they put that on the certificate. So it's a bit of a gimmick, but Matthew wanted it, and that's going to be 40 RMB. So the total cost for all our options, so that's going up the south side via the cableway, coming down the toboggan, then going on the cable car on the north side, up and down, our food, and the memory maker came to 980 RMB, which is, I guess, about £100. That's on top of the Mubus cost itself, which was 200 for myself and 150 each for Matthew and Holly. If you're interested in coming on this trip yourself, there's 2 ways you can do it. You can either book directly with Mubus on their website, or like I did, I booked it through trip.com. I'll leave a link in the description below, and I actually found it was a little bit cheaper booking through trip.com than the official website. So like I said, link in the description below if you're interested in coming on this trip. And I'm not sponsored at all by Trip.com, it's just I chose to use them because they were slightly cheaper.
And then we will arrive at the grid of mountain section. So later when we arrive there, difference, make sure all that belong with you. Okay, so when we arrive there, our first stop area for the bathroom. Dear friends, so let's have a look. From this way, all the way up the street to the end, there is the shuttle bus station. Okay, shuttle bus station. And for here, this is the Mubus family. Okay, so before 3 o'clock, we come back here. And also, before 3 o'clock, you need to finish your lunch.
So we've arrived at the Mutianyu Great Wall. We picked up our tickets from the Mubus Family Centre, and now we're walking towards the shuttle bus, which is going to take us to the main entrance of the wall. And on the way, you pass loads of vendors trying to sell you everything as well. Like that lady there, for instance. So we've made it onto the shuttle bus. I think this is about a 5-minute drive to the main entrance of the Mutianyu Great Wall. Once we're there, we'll get off and go on to the south side of the wall. From there, we'll catch the cableway, although I'd rather call it a chairlift because it reminds me of when we used to go skiing and we used to call them things chairlifts there. In fact, I've never heard of the phrase cableway until I came here today. From there, we're going to walk right to the highest point of the Mutianyu Great Wall. What the guide just told us a few minutes ago is because there might be a little bit of rain in the air, it might actually stop the toboggan from running, which would be really, really disappointing. In fact, the only reason we're going on the south side first is to use the toboggan. We've been thinking about that for quite a while now. We've even been practicing back near home in a place called Llandudno on the dry ski slope there, where we've actually got toboggans.
North entrance first. Yeah, because now the toboggan is not open. So later when we come down, you have a look.
So currently the toboggan's down because of the rain, so we're going to go up in the cable car first. So fingers crossed it'll be clear later and then we can go on the cable cars. Otherwise, I don't think there's any point in going that side, so we'll just stick on the cable cars this side. It's also quite a steep hill to get up there as well. Sound like I get a little bit out of breath. Just a little bit. And if you feel really adventurous, you can walk all the way up to the top as well. The path is just the right hand side of me there. So if you want to do this place on a real budget, so you don't have to pay for the cable car or the chairway, you can walk. But to be honest, difficult enough just walking up to the cable car itself. And here's the entrance to the cable car. Keep your passport off. Okay. So we've made it onto the cable car. One little problem though, the higher we go, the foggier and smoggier it becomes. So I'm hoping once we get to the top, we might be able to see something, because at the moment, those famous views of all the Great Wall sweeping off into the distance, there's not going to be a chance of seeing that. All we're going to see is fog. So let's keep our fingers crossed, shall we? Because that's what we're heading into. We can just about see the cable car in front, but I can't see the one even past that one. So there's our first view of the Great Wall. If you can see through that smog and the fog and the mist, and now it's disappeared. Looks like we're just about to get off now, and you can't see hardly anything. Oh wow. That's where we've just come from. You can't even see the cable car that's behind us. So here's a map of everything. We've just got off by here, and now we're going to walk all the way over to the left-hand side to the furthest tower by there. We're now officially on the Great Wall of China, Mutianyu section to be precise. And the view is sweeping off for miles in the distance. Actually, no it's not. That's as far as we can see. So I think we've almost come to the end now of the north side. The steps have gone remarkably steep, and the guy did say it gets steep before it gets to the last watchtower in this direction. So not too far to go now. This is definitely the steepest section so far. We've just taken a quick break, just have some water, and just take a breather for a couple of minutes. Now we're back on our way, going high, and Holly is even running a bit then. Don't think I could do that. Like, you probably can't tell on the videos, but if you look here, this is the actual angle of the wall. You can see just how steep it is. Here's the last bit, and it looks very steep. Now this is very, very steep. You're almost walking on your hands. So we've made it to the top of the north side of the Mutianyu Great Wall. This is as far as we can go now. It does continue up, well, for miles and miles and miles, but that's the undeveloped section. So they've actually blocked off the door going up there. And there's also a policeman on duty as well to stop anybody climbing over the wall and continuing. Because if you walk that way, it does get pretty dangerous because it's undeveloped and unrestored. Unlike the section we've just walked on, people have been known to fall off, and we don't want to do that. So this is as far as we're going to go. We're going to take a bit of a breath here, have a drink, and then we're going to go back the way we came, especially down those really steep steps right by there. We've been up here for about 45 minutes, so now it's time to head back down. Very steep, very, very steep. What do you think of that?
Hard.
Hard?
Yeah.
You're okay, you did that really well, Holly. Pardon?
It's not even that high.
It's not high, it's just very steep. So it's currently about 20 past 12, and the difference between now and when we actually came here, it's only been about an hour, but you can tell that there's a lot more tourists coming up here now to this furthest watchtower on the north side. Like when we were walking here, it's pretty much had the whole wall to ourselves. There was only a few little tourists here and there. Now there's a steady stream of tourists coming all the way to the highest point of the north side. So the plan is now to go back to the cable car, take it back down to the bottom by the main entrance. We're going to ask about the toboggan to see if it's actually operating now. If it is operating, then we'll go up the south side cableway, well, the chairlift, all the way to the top. We'll do a little bit of a walk around that side, and then we're going to come back down on the toboggan. But if the toboggan's still closed, there's no point going up that side. Have a look at the shops. After we look at the shops, we're going to head for our lunch, which is included in this Mubus package. It's a buffet, I believe, with a selection of Asian and Western cuisine. So although some of the sections of the Great Wall date back to 200 BC, I believe, this section at Mutianyu was constructed in the 1400s. So it's still pretty old. And a few decades ago, it actually went through an extensive renovation, which is why it looks in such great condition. So there's plenty of sections as well you can walk on, which are unrestored, but usually they recommend that you need a guide for that. And I'm not sure if it's illegal or not to do it. Plenty of people do. And if you look on YouTube, you can see lots of people actually come onto the unrestored section of the Great Wall and also camp on it overnight. If we were in Beijing for longer than just the few days we were here, well, we are here, we would have definitely tried that, because it would have been an amazing experience to actually camp and sleep on the Great Wall overnight. But because of the schedule, it's just not possible. But it does mean we'll have to come back one day and try camping on the Great Wall. You gonna be okay climbing down those steps, Holly? You're doing good, Holly. So I've been walking for about, how long now since we got from the top? About 20 minutes, half an hour. And it's a lot flatter. Obviously not too flat because we're still going downhill, but there's no steep sections left anymore. And the path is pretty flat. There's no steps, it's just flat. Then you can see there's guttering all the way on one side to carry the rainwater away when it rains. I know I said it was mainly downhill here, but we have got one section that goes uphill a bit, just to that watchtower by there. If you're new to my channel, you might also want to check out my Instagram profile. You can find it at Travel Shorts. I normally post quite frequently on there, usually while we're away at places like this, so you can see where we are almost in real time. This is our view. We've been here a few hours now and it still hasn't cleared up at all. So I think the toboggan's probably still going to be closed, unfortunately. Another hill ahead. I really thought it was going to be downhill most of the way. I must have blanked out going downhill on the way there. You're right there, Matthew.
The end was so long.
Maybe.
Crazy.
That's it. We finished on the Great Wall on the north side at least. All we've got to do now, probably just have a little break for a couple of minutes and then catch the cable car back down to the bottom. But keep all our fingers crossed that the toboggans are going to be running, because it'd be great if we do get a chance to experience the toboggans. But like I said earlier when we were at the top, there's a lot more people here now. Look at this. So when we were up here earlier, this place was almost deserted. Now it's full of people. As I believe, this is still the low season, so this is still as quiet as ever going to get here at the Mutianyu section of the Great Wall. It's late March. Main season doesn't start till after April, so we're in the lowest of the low season now. I suppose January and February are the lowest season. Oh, and there's some more cats over here as well. Holly really likes the cats. So we've got 2 more by here. Black and white one and a ginger and white one. Yeah.
Okay, like this is good. What else was it?
That's it. We're done. We've done the Great Wall. What did you think? So that's it. The north side done. Let's keep our fingers crossed that the toboggans are open. Then we'll go up the south side cableway and come down on the toboggans. So we really want to do the toboggans.
My ears just popped.
Your ears popped.
Yeah, mine's
That must be the altitude. So we're just going to go to the south route now and see if the toboggans are running. Holly, you want to go on the toboggans, don't you?
Yeah.
You've been practicing, haven't you, in Llandudno to go on the toboggans?
Yes.
So this is the southern entrance. You need to show your tickets to go through, so we're not going to go through yet. You can see the chair lifts going up, and just by here, you can't see it, but this is where the toboggan run is. But we can't hear any toboggans. Unfortunately, we've just checked and the toboggan is still closed because there is a light drizzle in the air, and it looks like even if there's just a small bit of rain, the toboggans can't go. So that means no chairlift, no south section of the Great Wall, and no coming down on the toboggans. Oh, that's a real shame. We're really looking forward to that. But one good thing, because we purchased our tickets through Mubus on the way here, we can actually get a refund for them because we haven't used them. So we've still got the paper tickets in our bag. We'll hand it to Leo, who's our guide, when we go back to the restaurant, and he will refund us back to my Alipay account. So that means 140 RMBs each will be refunded back to us. But again, I'd rather pay that and come down the toboggans. So if you're interested, this is what the tickets look like for the chairlift and the toboggan. But for the cable car itself, what we did, that was linked to our passport, so you don't get any paper tickets at all, which is a shame because I like paper tickets because I love keeping souvenirs from these trips. That's the problem nowadays. Everything's digital and you don't have any physical tickets anymore to keep as souvenirs.
摆渡车往返票请进，摆渡车往返票请进。
We made it onto the shuttle bus. 5 minutes time, we'll be back at the Mutianyu village and go for lunch. So we're back at the Mutianyu village. That was a really short shuttle bus, only about 5 minutes just down the hill. Now we're going to head up to the Mubus Family Cafe, or Welcome Centre I think they call it, and then have some lunch. Lunch is provided as well, but if you hadn't pre-purchased the lunch, it's only 50 yuan each. So that's about £5. And apparently it's an all-you-can-eat buffet, so we're going to fill up with that. So in the village here, like I mentioned on the way up, there's lots of vendors trying to sell you everything from umbrellas, hats, t-shirts, ornaments. Number of restaurants as well. Some are louder than others. We've got a restaurant here on the right hand side. We're going past now. Over in that direction, more vendors selling stamps with your name on it. Yeah. More food. Tea house. More restaurants. All these umbrellas as well look really nice up there. Souvenirs. And we've got a Burger King over there if you want a Burger King rather than having the Mubus buffet. So we're going to go over to the right there, Holly. To the right. And this is the Mubus Family Welcome Centre. So we're going in there now. So starting here, we've got seaweed soup with egg, the fries, fried rice. You've got dumplings, sweet potato and steamed corn, tofu and spicy chili, steamed pork ribs, seasonal vegetable, kapow chicken, shredded potatoes, curry, vegetable curry, and spaghetti. There you go, spaghetti and chicken, Holly. And then for dessert, you've got a selection of cakes and pies and some fruit. Then salad, you've got spicy celery, some radish, cucumber, carrots, more cucumber, lettuce, tomatoes, peppers, onions, and some bread. So we're in the restaurant now. We've had a good selection of food, if I'm honest, especially for the price. It's really good value. You want to see what I got? So we've got some prawn toast, steamed bun, egg fried rice, some pork, French fries, and chicken, some kung pao chicken. And then you have to buy the drink separately. So this was 10 yuan for a Fanta and 10 yuan for a Coke. Are you having the cakes? What have we got there, Holly?
Our
This is our certificate for going on the Great Wall.
yeah.
And the Owen's Epic China Trip 2024.
Welcome back. This is the Mubus Family Center. Now we are going to have a lucky draw for everybody.
Today, we have prepared 3 Great Wall prizes for you. Firstly, it's the third prize. They are commemorative coins of the Great Wall worth 40 yuan renminbi.
Okay, guys. Now we are going to start the prize right now. Lucky draw. First, 3 lucky guests will have our Great Wall coins. 3 person, lucky person. Me, start. Stop. Everybody number 4. Number 4. Are you here? Come on. Hi, okay. Come here, please. Everybody, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Please wait here. Thank you very much. Okay, one more time. Start. Stop. Number 1. Oh my little girl, come on. The roller monkeys, come on. One more. Again. Here we go. Everybody, congratulations. Thank you. Fine, lucky girl. 1 second. Yeah. Okay, please make your face. Everybody, congratulations. Okay, now the lady top. Second prize. 200 people. Please ready. Start.
What is it, Holly? Show me.
22, are you here? Come to me.
Ah,
One more time.
you show me what.
It's the winter one.
Okay.
11. Hope you like the journey. Hope you like the Great Wall China. Thanks very much, everybody. 谢谢大家。
Maybe we will use the same way back. Maybe we will choose another way. But don't worry, no matter which way we were choosing, we will try our best to bring us back as soon as possible. But safely. Okay?
So we're now back on the Mubus bus, heading back to Beijing. Journey time should be about an hour and a half, so similar to what it was this morning. Now actually started to rain a little bit, well, quite a bit. You can see through the windows. Everywhere's misted up, so we can't actually see out the windows to see any of the view at all. But we might use this time to try and have a little bit of a sleep on the journey back. The original plan was to go to the Summer Palace, but having a quick look on the internet on my phone then, looks like the buildings in the Summer Palace closes at 4:30, which means basically we're going to be too late. It's 3:30 now, another hour and 20 minutes from this point. So Summer Palace will be closed. The gardens will still be open so we can walk around. But if it's raining and the buildings are closed, I don't think we're going to do that. So plan B is we're going to go to the Wangfujing shopping street, have a look, buy some snacks, maybe buy a couple more souvenirs, and then return back to the hotel and make use of the club lounge and have as much free food and drinks as we possibly can.
And I hope you can remember our Mubus. Remember me, remember Leo's service, and remember the Great Wall of China. Yeah, and so friends, in the end, wish all my dear friends, have a successful trip in China, wonderful trip in Beijing, and enjoy the tour of today. So dear friends, good luck and goodbye. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, we've arrived back in Beijing. The bus has dropped us off about 200 meters away from Dongzhimen Station. I think that's how you pronounce it. So we're just going to walk over there now, get the subway, and head to Wangfujing Street to go shopping. So that's the end of our Mubus adventure here in Beijing. I would highly recommend it. It was really good. It's really convenient. It's a shame about the toboggan, but that's not Mubus's fault. That's the weather's fault. If you are interested in booking the same ticket as us, I've left a link in the description down below. Click on that. You go directly to trip.com, the exact trip that we took. And as I mentioned earlier, when we booked directly with trip.com, compared with going on the Mubus website, it was actually a little bit cheaper as well, which is always good. So we've arrived at Wangfujing Station. Now going to take the escalator to the top and have a look around. The first place we've come to is this shopping mall. Just have a little quick look around, see what shops they've got here. To be honest, it looks a bit high end, I think. So I doubt we'll be in here very long. Okay, we're actually on the lookout for a small hand luggage, hard shell suitcase, just to take with us to keep our laptops in and iPads rather than just the rucksack I'm wearing now, just to protect it a little bit more than it is at the moment. So we've been to 2 case shops so far. First was Samsonite, which I know is expensive anyway. I do have a Samsonite suitcase at home, but a large Samsonite suitcase back in the UK, you're probably talking about £150 to £200. A small Samsonite suitcase here was $850, and then we went, okay, I thought we're coming straight out there, there's no point even looking there. Then we went to another suitcase shop called Tumi, and for a small case there was over £1,000. It was over 10,000 RMB. So I think we're probably in the wrong place to be looking for cases, if I'm honest. So what we're going to do, we're going to go down the floor and walk back out the way we came, and maybe on the pedestrian street there might be something a little bit cheaper. Those suitcases are more tthan what we actually spent for the flight to come to China, so that is not going to happen. So this place called Nut Funland. Guess what they sell? Oh, not nuts. Okay, that was a surprise. Yeah. Okay, a place that's called Nut Funland, but they're not selling nuts. We've just Google translated these, what we think is lemonade drinks. Anti-greasy handmade lemonade. But that is probably the best one. I'm not going to read it out because this is a family channel. So this is our anti-greasy handmade lemonade. The straw for you, Holly. Okay, hold it tight. There we go. And try it. You gonna like it? Your anti-greasy handmade lemonade? It's good. Okay, I've got to try some of this anti-greasy handmade lemonade. Well, that's really good. You can taste the freshness. Holly's enjoying her lemonade there.
Thanks.
It's almost gone. That was really delicious though. When she finished, we're going to carry on walking, leave the shopping centre and walk down the Wangfujing shopping street. We're back outside and we're going to continue walking down Wangfujing street. Hopefully there'll be a few nice shops that we can go in and take a look around. It looks like we're coming to the end of Wangfujing pedestrian street. Nice little interesting street this. There's lots of shops, a few food stalls, but we're going to carry on now, keep heading north and see what we see. It's also just starting to rain a little bit, which is a shame. But let's keep walking. Tomorrow afternoon we're actually going to be leaving Beijing and heading towards Xi'an on the train. It's going to be almost a 5-hour journey, so what we're going to do now is pop to a supermarket somewhere like Walmart, which I believe is just ahead of us here, and stock up on supplies for the trip. So we're going to get some crisps and some sweets and maybe some drinks. But even just a standard road here in Beijing just looks beautiful in these lights. You got these lanterns everywhere, and the smog in the sky against it makes it look pretty blue as well, which is really surprising. Just look at all these bikes everywhere. It's absolutely loads of them. So as soon as you come in, you've got a gat gapong. I don't know what these are, but if that's potato chips or crisps, that's a huge bag. Holly, stand by that bag of crisps. Let's see how big they are. Look at that, they're half a Holly.
Popcorn. I've seen that first.
Oh, that's popcorn.
Yeah.
I think that's a bit too much popcorn though. Okay, sweets, White Rabbit, Mickey Mouse cheese. Do you want some Mickey Mouse cheese? In the sweets aisle. I think that's the biggest bag of Skittles I've ever seen in my life. Put it in the basket then.
What else?
Well, they'd have a fruit section probably, wouldn't they? Here's some Lay's crisps. We've got some cucumber flavour. We've got some sizzled barbecue flavour. We've got some lime flavour. And that looks like avocado. Some Italian red meat. More Italian red meat. Roasted cumin lamb skewer flavour.
Lamb skewer.
Hot and sour lemon braised chicken feet flavour. Ooh, chicken feet flavour, Holly. Do you want some chicken feet flavour crisps?
I mean, will it just taste like chicken?
Maybe. So what are they?
Lemon ones. Blueberry and raspberry.
Okay. Let's get those.
Peach and
Grape maybe? Or regular Oreo. We've got some tangerine peel flavoured drinks. We've got huge watermelons over there.
Smells like watermelon.
Yeah. Pineapples. Look at that, they've got individually packaged strawberries. Never seen that before, but I guess it does protect them. And I guess you're going to want some strawberries, aren't you?
Let me check. Yeah, they all look fine.
Yeah, so you want those? Okay. So we've just finished our snack shopping at Walmart. We're just going to get back on the subway and head towards Xiamen, where we're going to get some meat on a stick for Holly and Matthew, because she really wants some meat on a stick, and now Matthew does as well. So it's just 2 subway stops from where we are here, so it should only take a few minutes. So we'll see you guys in Xiamen Street. So we've made it to Xiamen Street. The whole area is full of snack vendors from left to right, everywhere. We're going to take a look what's here. I know Holly wants her meat on a stick, so that's what we're going to get first. After that, she probably wants some strawberries. So you can find everything here. Sweets, meat, fruit, even handmade spun sugar lollies. Like that. Whatever you call them. There's lots of restaurants. In fact, this is where we were yesterday at Quandra Duck, having our roast duck. So we've decided to come to this one. There's a little bit of a line, so that usually means it's okay. They're cooking them fresh on the spit, right by there on the cooker. You looking forward to this, Holly?
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. So Holly and Matthew got their, I think, lamb on a stick. It's lamb. Okay. What's that like, Holly?
I don't know how to eat it.
Just nibble it, you should be okay. Okay, let's try this, shall we? Very moist. There's quite a bit of fat in it as well. It actually tastes a bit like when you have lamb kebab skewers back home. It tastes very similar. There's a little bit of spice on it. I did ask him not to put the main spice on because we wanted it quite plain just to taste the meat. Total for the price of 2 was 50 yuan, which is around £5. And they put really fine plastic covering all the strawberries for the packaging, and you can't actually take them off because the strawberries were wet. This is just like glue, so now they're just covered in plastic and you can't do anything about it. You're pulling them off, but it's just flaking everywhere. We've actually had to just chuck those away. They were inedible. The plastic was just stuck to all the strawberries, so I don't understand why they put that in that kind of packaging. I don't understand it. So we're looking for a different vendor that sells them now. If he's going to put in a bag, I'll say absolutely not. No chance. So we've got another one this time without the wrapping, so we're able to eat them. So Holly's been looking forward to this, haven't you? All you expected, Holly, or?
Tastes like what? It's bad.
We've just finished our snacks on Xiamen Street and they're really, really delicious. I love that lamb skewer, it's really tasty. And what's the name of the strawberry, Holly?
Tanghulu.
Tanghulu. Well, it's starting to get a bit late, so we're going to head back to the hotel and go to bed. So I think we're going to end this episode here. If you're new here, my name's Mark, and along with my daughter Holly and son Matthew, we make travel and theme park videos from around the world. And I think all we've got to do now is Holly with a special message.
If you like this video, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. Bye.
Bye. Next time on Travel Short's epic China trip.